teach this class, I am talking you through the magic of second focal plane. Designed for a hunting environment. The reticle does not grow and shrink with the magnification. But what we do is we put a calibrated reticle in it, and it's a MOA measuring tape. Okay? On the highest magnification in the L5 series, your reticle is 2 minutes incremented apart. Okay? And when you look in it, that'll make a lot more sense. Because you have your crosshairs, right? And I use 1/8 minute turrets. They're really, really fine. I also use an 1/8 minute dot. It's really, really fine. So you are not guessing or covering up your target with your aiming point, right? It's exactly where you're putting the work in, right? And moving down into the tree, those move to 1/4 minute dots. But that's because you are coming up into the lens and they're going to have a little distortion on them. It's just physics, the way it works. But what we're doing over distance, when we manage all the mechanics and send a barrel with a projectile out through lock time, you are managing time, flight path. How long it takes for that bullet to reach from the muzzle to your intended target, right? It gets complicated with environmentals like wind, humidity, elevation, because this projectile is pushing through all that at a very supersonic speed. We're running about 2,800 feet a second with a 143 grain projectile. Now that's a really high BC. This projectile is about 1 3/8 inches long. It's got a boat tail on it. It is the most aerodynamic projectile you can get in 6.5. Okay? Mass, shape of the back end of it, where the weight's placed, keeps it supersonic past 1,400. Okay? Yes.
Is that the Berger bullet, ELD?
This is the Hornady, ELD X. This is a hunting bullet. I put a bunch of these for our veteran hunt, and I'm using up some of that ammo for this. I don't shoot animals with match bullets. They have a really thin jacket. They're designed to fly exceptionally well. They're not designed to penetrate and or cause terminal damage to knock that animal down. So I only hunt with hunting bullets. That restricts some of the ballistics you can get away with from a match rifle. So I'm not trying to do this with a match rifle either. This is a hunting rifle. It's a straight stock Savage Model 10. Nothing fancy about it. The stock is the boneheaded flexible plastic that they make right out of the box. I mean, it's a $620 rifle. It is, everybody can go out and usually find a way to purchase this level of equipment, right? The scope is a $500 scope. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you need the high dollar gear to be able to shoot well, because that's bullshit. Every last bit of it. So, while we're managing flight time, what we're doing is we're cheating gravity, that constant. If I were to take this projectile at the muzzle and release it, it would hit the dirt at the same time if this barrel was level, just further down range because of velocity. It'd impact the dirt at the exact same time. Gravity is constant, right? So what we're doing is we're cheating that by lofting the bullet towards the target, right? It's that loft that we're trying to do the weaponized math with, right? That unit of measure, minute of angle that we all talk about becomes very, very handy as we do that. Now it's a decaying projectile trajectory. The second that it leaves the muzzle, it no longer is picking up any speed. Gravity's grabbed a hold of it, environmentals are tugging at it. It is slowing down at an exponential rate, right? That's why the curve gets steeper the further out it goes. So, with this rifle scope and this cartridge, on 12 magnification, which for all purposes is plenty, and any ethical hunting shot whatsoever, we're going to be able to manage the pigs, which are at 328 yards, the turkeys, which are 421 yards away, the rams, they're 547 yards away, and the buffalo, which is 1123, without touching anything. Everything's here in the reticle. So you could memorize your reticle, range it, shoot. It's that fast, it's that simple. Okay? Simplicity, right? And if you look at those distances, you know you have a 100-yard zero. So anything with 100 to 200 yards with this trajectory, hold, go to work.
Yep.
You get to that 320 range, 300-yard range, we're going to show you where to hold. Now you're playing the game. But danger space plays. Who here knows what that is?
Danger space?
Danger space.
Is that the distance, or the difference between the exponential growth in the drop as you go out?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here is we have a vertical target plane downrange, right? This is your intended target. This path is going to contact that target here or here. That space on either side of your focal plane, your target plane, is we're considering danger space, right? So with these reduced sized animals that we've got here, they're all about the same size as the vitals on the real thing, right? The pigs are that big. Now that piece of plywood up there is giving you the distance. The rams are exactly that big, okay? So they're the same size as the vitals on a real size one. So your pass fail here actually works, right? You can hit high, you still would manage to take home that ram. You can hit low. As long as you hit the steel, right, you played the game. Our goal is to hit as centered up as we possibly can. But that danger space provides you a margin of error in your math equations that allows you to not have to be a Mensa member and get every decimal right, right? No rocket doctor in here. You're going to set your magnification range and know the math. How fast this leaves the muzzle, how much it weighs, what the ballistic coefficient of it is. All of that's going to give you what your drop is over distance. Again, you're managing time, right? That's all we're doing. Mass, speed, and time. Okay? Sound hard?
No.
No? Who's my first victim? All right.
Ears.
You don't need it.
Ears on for this?
No.
All right, so in the mechanics of it all, you have two different styles of backpacks. You put this one underneath the comb of the stock. Every stock has an angle to it on the bottom of it, right? If you bring the bag to the rear, it brings your muzzle down. You bring the bag to the front, it brings your muzzle up. Somewhere in between, you can squeeze these ears and hold that rifle exactly where you want it. That means your offhand, non-trigger finger, needs to be holding the bag. This is a bench situation. We're not offhanding, we're not having to do anything else. Okay? All right. Climb in. See the number one bay of pigs. Okay?
There's no Kennedys here.
Number one bay of pigs.
Yep.
Pick out the far left one.
Okay.
Okay? And that first dot below the crosshairs. All right? I want you to put that about 2/3 up on his back and squeeze. Number one pig.
Got it.
Okay,
I'd say she got that one.
328 yards, right? 320 yards. That's outside your comfortable hunting for the most part,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, I'm at 250 on a long shot.
Okay, so I'm going to eject that one. Load a new one. Okay, and on the turkey, I want you to use the number 2 dot,
Okay.
and I want you to hold about a third low, not quite belly, but just a little bit on that number 1 turkey.
Okay. So,
See the
Third.
mass of his body right above his leg?
yeah, so third
No,
mark.
second dot,
Second.
2 dots down.
Got it. Okay.
And just a little bit on the below center.
Got it.
Oh shit, I knocked it down.
Yeah, you knocked
Yes,
that
you
pig down
did.
too.
Okay,
Pig knocks down too.
turkey, 421 yards. Didn't look too hard, did it? Ram, third dot down.
Okay. On the third.
Third dot down.
Alright.
Take your time, be stable. Oh,
High.
right up top of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was trigger pull. When you got ready, you went
Yep.
third dot down, again, a little low. And the way that that hit on his head side, bring it towards his ass just a little.
Okay.
Same
High
place right
again,
over
same
his head.
spot.
Yep.
You did that twice in a row.
Did.
At least you're consistent.
You can work with consistency.
Yes, I could totally work with consistent.
Alright.
So you see where you hit?
Yep.
Right above the head?
Yep.
Bring it down into his body. Because you held the same way twice in a row.
Okay. Alright. My trainer says do anything different.
Got him.
Sweet.
Smoked him.
Bingo.
Yep. You're right. Just
So-
under. Just under.
Shoot him in the dick.
Yep. Love it.
Okay, so that's 547 yards.
Cool.
3 shots, relatively easy, out past your 0.
Yep.
Right? Now, just for grins, 2 dots above the post,
Do the buffalo again.
do the buffalo. Now at this distance, we're not going to see a lot of splash, so if we can keep this level of quiet, we'll be good.
2.
2 up off the post.
Just,
Off his ass in.
yeah.
Just missed him.
Same thing.
Alright.
Bring it towards the nose.
Oh, I did good.
Got it.
All she's doing is managing wear in that tree based off the preset math that I fed her for the cartridge. Right? So who wants to play next?
Oh, as long as I'm up. You want?
Number 1, set of pigs, first left. First dot down, about 2/3 up on the body. First dot down.
First dot down, 2/3 up the body.
Yeah, just a little higher.
He
Right
flew.
off.
You shot him right off of the thing.
He did, he flew.
Okay, turkey, 2 dots down. Just a little bit lower. Same turkey, first left.
Hitting you?
Down.
Ram, 3 dots down, just a little low, just above the turkey.
Down.
Want to do the buffalo?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 dots above the post. Put that on the black.
2 dots on post, right on the black.
You see the post?
Yeah, yeah.
2 dots.
Two dots up and right aim for the black. I like small guns.